Evening. Sorry we're late again. I've been doing some jobs on the house. Let's have a look. 27th of September 2025. So we've got love is like oxygen. I feel like I should know sang it, but I ain't got a clue. I know them, but I don't always know who sang them. So, but I do recognise this one. I just don't know who's done it. So love is like oxygen. You can't live without oxygen, can you? And to a certain extent, you can't live without love. It has to be either love for yourself or others. It's got to be some sort of feeling in your life, or what's the point? So let's see. Well, the reads have been very bereft of love, haven't they? So we'll see if this means the start of something different. Going with your heart. Love. "27 is the grandparents card. It's the Hermit. Connected for me with the names Millie, Reese, Chanel, it's also about walking with spirit. Somebody's lost that. They're all about the material world. Again, it's talking about the material world. And he's made the wrong decision, wrong choice. Why? Why does it keep coming back to this story that someone's not listening to? It's sad. It's very sad. So let's see. So Spirit can't help you with this one. You have to make the decision yourself. You have a choice to make. Whatever it is, they don't want you to make the wrong one, but they can't influence you. Because you have enemies here, and that enemy may well be yourself. There's a separation involved where there's no love lost in the situation. Again, there's no love. So there's no oxygen. There's no reason for living. Two snakes. There's born in the other snake. Action must be taken. Passion must be found. One day, a gift from Spirit. We have the hawk there that sees the bigger picture. It represents Scorpio and Aries. We have Gemini, David's star there, the Jewish, and Mercury, communication. There's a need for communication, but there is none. It's twins, again, the duo. It's Adam, Eve, Lily, Catherine, Emily, Susan, Aidan. It's the number 6 and 24. And then we have the lady that we had yesterday, but she's clear of mind, this one. Aquarius of any gender, but it is usually a female, usually dark-haired, but no, she's grey. She is clear, very clear in mind. She knows exactly what she's doing. She is either a doctor, priest or lawyer, or somebody in a profession that gives advice, good advice. But they're telling you that you're on the wrong track and spirit can't help you. This is the grandparents. This is 2 dogs and 2 snakes. Negative energy. Somebody feeling alone, unseen, invisible, lonely in a room full of people, half erased, gambling and losing. Somebody is blocked. There's no communication. There's the name Rose. There's 5 to 6 years of this lack mentality. Finances aren't very good. The check's not in the mail. The child maintenance not coming in. There's no improvements and small worsenings of finances. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, no security. So Gemini is a strong influence. Aquarius is a lesser one, as is Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. Virgo, I would say, is a bigger one because it's today's card, but it is neutral, so yeah. I was just going to say that the 5 and the 1 make 6. So looking for your tribe, then you find them. There are those who see where they're shown, and those who will never see. You have to leave those behind that do not see. Aries, princes, kings, presidents, government officials, father figures, bosses, but these are benefactors. These are good men. These protect and serve. They bring success. 4 and 31, Aries. It's about healing of the head and face. It's about doing the right thing. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Number 18. 4 would be Abigail, Millie, Nia, Destiny, and Esme. 18, I've no connection to an 18. Something is waiting to be born. This 18 is important. The wolf, Capricorn, the moon. And then we make the right choice. What is going on? So we are the ones that form our destiny. Our choices have consequences, and those consequences bring about our destiny. But right now we're stuck. We're unable or unwilling to move on without the baggage of the past. We need to end this chapter and travel to the object of our desire, be they persons, things or events. We will be welcomed with open arms. 21. Robert, Bob. It's also inheritance. But it's most of all closing a chapter. No longer dwelling in the past. Another 5. So changes have to happen emotionally and financially. We're going to dust ourselves off. When the going gets tough, tough get going. Stop crying over spilt milk. We're not living in the past because it's over. We're not going to live in the future because it's not promised. We have to live in the now. There is a rejection here, a missed opportunity, and problems with children or childhood trauma or trauma from the past that we have to deal with. Siblings, children. This is a strange one because Gemini is all about siblings, children, school days, communications, mental faculties, hands, arms, shoulders, and we've yeah, some decisions to be made to bring this chapter to an end. A celebration, perhaps the birth of something or someone, a little dog. I need a new astrology book because I don't know when the next dog will be. 9 months. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, immature energy or younger energy or new ideas, new thoughts because of you've been observing others. A passing, a death. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Enough is enough. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. This is over. And then we find peace. Once this is over, whatever it is, we find peace. But the door is closed right now. A rejection, either in the past or to come. Pisces, no commitment. Love but no commitment. Being the martyr or the victim. Effort is required. Tattoos could be important. Don't burn the candle at both ends because you make yourself ill. Find the balance. That's all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, so Jack. And then the truth will set you free. The sword of justice. No more internal puzzles in your head. Final clarity. Yeah, there's a homecoming to who you truly are. You're not going to waste your breath or time on something or someone that's not worth it anymore. Cancer, home and family life. Mars and 5th house of Leo. Things that go on in the dark. There's the moon. Where is it? Where's that moon gone? There she is. Things that go on in the dark. The heart, the back. Theatres, nightclubs, leisure, sports centres, hotel rooms. Anything dark. Self-expression, recreation, creativity, offspring, pleasure, love affairs, children, speculation. The 5th house represents more than biological reproduction of a sexual urge. Love affairs also come under this house because they make a person feel special. Well done, Spirit, with links to the song. With links to Leo, this house is where someone plays and discovers their inner child and develops a sense of wonder. The sign on the cusp of the 5th house within its points to the kind of recreation and leisure activities that are enjoyable. A strong earth or fire element, sport or dance are likely, whilst indolent sign points to someone who prefers inactivity. Air enjoys mind-based empathic activities, and water signs anything that brings them emotional communication with others. Yes. So, Mars in Cancer. War at home. War in the family. Mars. Trouble. Mars in Cancer. Cautious, emotionally demanding, circuitous, difficult, fiercely protective and crabby. Mars in Cancer disguises strong will, never approaches directly, and is attracted to protective partners. And there he is. Protective partner. Someone who will look after you. It can be a bit possessive though. One day. Just one day, and we've got that there. The Ace of Wands. So everything can happen in a day. Daggers. 12 hours. 12. The number 12. 12 hours. Pretty sure it's 12 hours. Daggers, yeah. Number 24. Midsummer. So 21st of June, which is right on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. 24. The Sun, which is a Leo card. The letter D. The glorious light of the sun is sent by the High One and is beloved of men, a source of hope and happiness to rich and poor alike, and service to all. It's related to the word for day in many European languages. It represents noon, where the sun is at its highest at 12 o'clock midday. Long hours of glorious sunshine, 24 hours. Dagger symbolises sun in full strength. The Rowan tree, so PC Nick Rowan, so the name Nick, heartbeat, we've got the heart, motorcycles, and North Yorkshire. The Norway spruce and the herb sage. So it's time to sage your homes. We've just had massive fires actually in North Yorkshire. So because Daggers is elementally governed by fire, two fire gods of radically differing characteristics are associated with it. The first is Heimdall, symbolised by the steady torch or beacon shining in the darkness, which is that. So the light at the end of the tunnel. Heimdall was the sentinel of the gods, the guardian of the Rainbow Bridge. Ever watchful, there we are, ever watchful, somebody's watching. And the bringer of enlightenment to mortals. The other god connected with Daggers is the untrustworthy Loki, the trickster, who was too clever for his own good, or indeed anyone else's. Although he did some beneficial things, these boons were usually a byproduct of his mischievous acts. So Loki is equivalent to the devil. Even so, he was the blood brother of Odin, so Wednesday, the Pisces energy of the hung man, sacrifice or victimhood, and was usually cunning enough to talk his way out of trouble. Loki represents wild, uncontrolled flames and the enemy of humans. We got started with the enemies, didn't we? While Heimdall represents warmth and security and illumination, the two gods were great rivals and were fated to kill each other on that dreadful day of Ragnarok. So it looks like we're coming to Ragnarok. There is no inverted meaning, so that's at least one positive. Daggers is a rune of happiness and prosperity. It does, however, suggest that major changes have to take place soon for this to happen. Yeah, this rune is also one of laughter and fun and wonderful new experiences. It's a good rune to receive if you've been suspended in a period of waiting, as it signifies the end of an era. There we are. There's the end of the era with the 21. World, where's it gone? The world. There's 21, end of an era, and the beginning of a new one, but it's not quite there yet. The fresh burst of activity is to be expected when this rune appears. It can also show a breakthrough following a period of frustration that exposes previously hidden information. Indeed, secrets are about to be revealed. Daggers makes an appearance. It will motivate your actions and lead you to a position from which you can take an enlightened stance, so you will be able to see the bigger picture on any issue that's been troubling you. This new enlightenment will give you the opportunity to plan for your future sensibly. However, Daggers is not all serious life path changes, and there is a strong element of fun. In some cases, it signals playtime because the new perspective that it gives reveals that life isn't all hard work and self-denial. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You may find new avenues to explore with childlike wonder, and a marvellous sense of humour is evident too, proving that life is worth living. This association with childhood goes beyond you personally. In fact, anything to do with children is most auspicious. Most rune readers think that Daggers is always beneficial, having no inverted meaning. However, should this rune appear in a negative position or fall face down repeatedly, the end of an era, which is what I'm getting, and warns that you may have to wait a while before that new beginning can take place. So, not yet, the door is still closed. And we've got 13, Holly. Holly in reverse. So bat swings, as the witches would say in their potions. 13. Which of course in the tarot is death. Death and rebirth. Mars and Venus, love and war. We've got it there. The Latin name is Ilex aquifolium. The prickly nature of holly, as well as its red berries, associated with Mars and warfare. Though its evergreen leaves bring the promise of life and grant associations of Venus and the element of fire, as Hollywood is said to burn particularly hot. Holly is now known as, or was known as, Teen in the Celtic Ogham, and is associated with the crown. There we go, the kings. Here he is again, Aries. Such as the thorny crown of Christ. So, Jesus, Jesus, our King Charles, with justice and sacred kingship, displayed in its oracle as the Holly King. The animating spirit of Holly, ruling the winter and associated with Yule and the Green Knight of Arthurian myth. So remember, I did do a story about the Green Knight, so go and have a look. In opposition to the bright Oak King, which is Taurus, and there he is watching the door, it is used as a seasonal decoration. It's also due to its protective nature. There you go, being protected again. As the Yule in folklore was a time of ghosts and malevolent spirits, just as much, if not more so, than Samhain. Planted near graveyards and churches, so the death, it protects you from hostile spirits. Holly is also used to protect from lightning. Holly is said to help with magical travel or astral flight, for the shape of the leaves is reminiscent of bat wings and is referred to as such in some herbal codes. Holly leaves can be used as dream charms to both protect and guide you on the journey. The white springtime flowers can be soaked in water to create a fairy blessing. The spirit of holly, somewhat counterintuitively, is used to heal anger. While humans often associate thorns and other sharp, blood-drawing plants with anger and violence, the essence of holly is one of anger management. Holly helps us examine the difference between appropriate anger for a higher purpose, say justice, when outward aggression is really a problem stemming from the lack of generosity of spirit, love or security. Whenever we have aggressive feelings of anger, hatred or spite, envy or wish to do others harm, holly helps us perceive a bigger picture and find the root of our feelings. Any actions for protection we take are not personal or angry, but one of skillful boundaries and defence for the common good, and that's what it should be. It is, however, in the reverse. So the inverted holly indicates protection from yourself. You're your own worst enemy. How are you directing angry and aggressive feelings? And how are they ultimately hurting you? Ask yourself where these feelings are stemming from and seek to cure the root of it. You are protected from harm, including from yourself. So, your own worst enemy. There we have it, the World Wide Web again, which is the World card 21. In this one, it's number 2. The spider and the passion flower. So our passion is diminished for some reason. And we need to find it again. 2. Spiders represent a balance of light and dark. They are cunning but patient. They spin intricate webs, and they are both beautiful and deadly. The passion flower is a vining flower that has come to symbolise faith. So we're losing faith. It was named by the 16th century Jesuit missionaries who associate the plant with the Passion of Christ. So 16 and the church. Its filament represents a crown of thorns. Its 10 petals, the 10 faithful apostles, and so on. Upright, you can solve your problems unconventionally. It wasn't upright. So it's stagnation in the reverse. To overcome a creative block, try to be like the spider. Innovative, adapt, have faith that your quiet efforts will pay off in the end. How can you overcome the obstacles using your talents? And when have you solved a problem using your ingenuity in the past? Do it again. I don't know if I've got time for this. We shall see. One card, Spirit, please. It is listen to your intuition, your inner self. Go within, which is today's card, going within. It doesn't say it, but it's not written down. So I guess this is just self-explanatory. Oh, there it is. When you pull the listen to your intuition card, you already know the answer you are looking for. It's calling for you to develop the nature of your intuition. What answers lie within? This is also one of the cards that might come up if we keep asking the same question over and over again. So you've already answered it. You know the answer. Get on with it. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.